Hey, my friends, David Lombard coming to you live from my home office here in Santa Barbara with today's blogcast video, and it is about one strategy, picking one strategy, focusing on it, and running with it. Now, if you're in a home-based business, whether you're offline like I used to be, and I used to make 30 to 50 dials a day and go to 2 networking events a week, although, to be honest with you, I was very inconsistent. The way that I got to my first 4-figure month, honestly, was 2.5 weeks, okay? 2.5 weeks of the same strategy every single day with focus, and I did the same thing every day. Do you want to know what it was? It was, so let me back up. Let me paint this picture for you a little bit, and you'll see where I'm going with it. April 3rd, 2008, I got into my first network marketing business, and my first and only traditional network marketing business. And what happened was I started sponsoring people. I think the first month I sponsored like 2 people. The next month I sponsored 4 people. And then I was kind of inconsistent for the rest of the year because I still had job mentality. And then all of a sudden in 2009, in January, I was consistent. Let me rephrase that. That was the point where I was the most consistent I had ever been. Was it for long? No, it wasn't even long. It was like 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks in January of 2009. I had 10 conversations a day. That doesn't mean I made 10 dials. It means I had 10 conversations. I made more dials than that. 10 convos with chiropractors. 10 chiropractors a day for 2.5 weeks. Just doing that ended up me having the very next month, and actually for the next 6 months. Now it dwindled after that because I wasn't consistent and because I was looking and doing other strategies and I was being inconsistent. But the next month, in February 2009, I had a $1,500 residual income, okay? And it was because I focused on one strategy and I didn't jump all over. So the point of this, guys, is to focus on one thing. Now, that income dwindled once it got to August because it was a traditional business that relied on other people producing for me. It was a great compensation plan, but because I wasn't taking the action and attracting consistent people, it stopped. But the point is this, even if you're like me and now you're in the internet marketing world, where I've seen my biggest challenges is not staying consistent with one strategy and doing it every day. And so before you say that one thing doesn't work and you're going to try something else, you really have to give it time. And if you're doing SEO, I spent all of 2012 or 11 and 12 just getting up SEO videos with SEO keywords on YouTube. And I'm still backlinking those videos to get daily leads. So that's one strategy. But once you have it down and you have leads and sales coming in, then you can jump into something else. So focus on one. But I would say the biggest thing that you can do is find the strategy, the marketing strategy that resonates with your talents, your skills, and your personality. And that's what's so great about, I find anyway, about the online marketing space is once you learn some of the skills, you can get so much, feel so much more creative, right? Because in traditional network marketing, they don't teach you to get on videos and have people find your videos and buy from you when you're out running errands. They teach you only to be on the phone prospecting, and that's fine if you want to connect with people and qualify other people's dreams for your time, and do the whole 5 to 7 follow-up thing. That's cool. That still happens once in a while where someone will message me on Facebook and I'll still go through that thing. It just depends how you want your business to look. You know what I mean? Hold on one sec. Thanks. So, excuse me. A little runny nose there. If you can find a training system or something like I found one, find something that you can discover the marketing strategy that resonates with your talents, your skills, and your personality. It can get so fun. So like for somebody who's the outgoing, socialite, the head of the PTA, the vivacious kind of like soccer mom or whatever. I'm going total generalization here, but you get what I'm saying, right? That person's going to thrive with something like, Facebook, big time, like social syndication, viral syndication. We actually call it, in building a long-term business, viral sustainability. And to be honest with you, I'm just getting consistent really with my Facebook stuff. I've been off and on, and I know that, and you guys know that. And it shows. It shows in my comments, my likes, and all that. I mean, I'm just being real with you. So you have to be consistent. And so I've added that in. YouTube, SEO, a little more me, writing, that kind of stuff. I love writing. I was going to be a photojournalist. That was originally what I wanted to do. Well, in traditional network marketing, not in traditional network marketing, let's rephrase this because I'm not telling you to quit that and I'm not knocking that. In traditional network marketing training, you're not taught to, if you love to write. If you love to analytically work by yourself and crunch numbers, do that. There's actually a way that you can make a crap ton of money. Like I know some people who are never on Facebook. They're never calling people. They're never prospecting. And they're like a couple of these people. They're like these analytical, super left brain folks. And I could never do what they're doing. I just don't have that capacity. I'm a right brain kind of person. Well, they're destroying it. I mean, they're absolutely killing it. Doing a strategy that resonates with what they love, with that's their nature. You know what I'm saying? So figure out what your nature is and be honest to yourself. Now, I actually do like getting on the phone, but when I want to get on the phone. I like doing some coaching. I like doing some calls. I like being on the phone. I find it a lot more real and a lot easier to connect with people than sitting there IMing on Facebook all day. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's just my personal preference, right? So figure out what it is for you and then find some training. Whether it's, you could use the system I have here below or on the side of this blog, or you could find something else. There's plenty of training on YouTube too. You could learn Craigslist. That's something that I've been implementing and I actually need to redo a couple of things on there. I'm blowing up all day today. That is something that... That is something that Craigslist is another strategy that I'm ramping it up more and more, and you'll get into something. You'll start getting some results like I did with Craigslist, and you'll find things that you can set kind of on semi-autopilot, like Craigslist. I check in with it every 48 hours. Okay, every 48 hours, and I click renew for my posts. Now, how did I learn that? I went through a training. I actually have that training on my team resource page for people who join me. I give them this whole long Craigslist training, but that actually I did not do. A friend of mine who's very successful on Craigslist did it, so I'm not teaching something that I don't do. But I learned from him, and I actually have to revamp it, like I was saying. So you're going to find that. You're going to find something that works for you, but you're going to have to revamp it. You're going to have to change some things and make course corrections. But just find something that you love to do, something that makes you feel alive. And I owe it to my coach Jacob. He's saying, dude, just keep doing. You're good at video. You love doing video. Keep doing that. And sometimes it takes someone to say, yes, you are. That is your strength. Keep focusing on that. Keep doing what you're good at and what you love. As long as there is some proven people who've had results doing some of the, you get the basic strategy, and there are some tactical things, some skill sets that, you have to pull together. But that's part of being a professional in anything, right? Whether you're like my brother and you're becoming you just start being a practicing orthodontist, or you're a lawyer. There's things that you're gonna have to. There's some tactical things that you'll have to learn. But that's the nature of anything. So back to that story. If you can find that one thing and you are consistent, if you do it even for just 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and you're really consistent, it'll happen. You'll just, even if your tactics aren't right on and you're still learning your skills, because what I've found, right, is that when I have taken that consistent action, it's just quantumly attracted people who want to take or who are taking consistent action. So even if I'm not doing some of the strategies right, it will just come in for you. It really, 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 really will. So I hope I've inspired you to, if you started something, stick with it. You got to stick with it long enough to see some results. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next blog cast. I am out for now. David Lombard. You guys have an awesome day.